Hello, hi, hello. My name is Pickles and Dough, and welcome to my very first video. There's a little poetry for you there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. For my very first video, I wanted to make a ClayFace bear for you all. Although I am somewhat of an intermediate craftsman, this won't be my first rodeo when it comes to making one of these special little guys. I try to experiment with what kind of stomach hole pouch thing I give them, with each one having different materials or different designs. Look at my children. Are they so pretty? These art toys have always been my guilty pleasure, and this time I wanted to challenge myself by making two at the same time. Oh yeah, things are about to get a little crazy. I'm sorry. I've never combined two of them before, so this will be a fun experiment for me. A day or three after I post this, I'll make another video explaining my plans for this channel, but for now, let's go make the thing. I started out by looking for some reference images from Pinterest, and here are a few of my main inspirations. I began with a rough sketch, something I never do, lots of firsts today, of how I want my bears to look. I am easy, so I went with the classic opposite expression comedy tragedy theme for these two, with some good clown theming. You all will learn very quickly that I love anything and everything clown related. I struggled a bit with the sad bear's face, but we got there in the end. The happy bear is really cute, and is probably my favorite, definitely my favorite. Of course, I had to add a gaping stomach. I cannot make a clay bear without one, it seems. To further challenge myself, I wanted to add a zipper to close them up. We'll see how that shakes out, if I do it at all. Well, you watching and see. When I got to the colors, I knew I wanted something relatively simple. I tend to go overboard when doing the half and half clown design, but I think by including the yellow as a complement, it makes things level out. It makes them a lot nicer. When I finished with that, I got started on those clay faces. Now please enjoy footage of me trying desperately to keep the faces in the frame. I'm going to be using Crayola air dry clay for this because it's cheap and I have a lot left over and I have to get rid of it somehow. Once I got to this part, I realized I actually had forgotten to get googly eyes. So, I'm using googly eyes for this project, so let's go do that. I got the googly eyes. Ba-ba-boom. I'm going to be using these two bears for this project. Please enjoy footage of me mutilating these bears. Once I finished the insides for the bear, I started on my favorite part, the painting process. Even though the clay is pretty much white, I started with a white base coat just to give the paint something better to stick to. I wasn't too sure about the cartoony black line I added, but I think it's effective. I think, hear me out. It's good. When I finally finished painting the faces, I started the long, horrible, awful process of making all the accessories. I ended up finishing the ruffles off screen because I just could not be bothered to make sure I kept everything in frame while I was trying to sew it together. I hate sewing. Oh, I hate sewing so much. I used some white felt for the claws instead of clay because I thought it'd make the bear a little more cuddly. I also ended up having to finish the claws off screen because I, once again, could not be bothered to film me sewing. Eventually, I did finish the hats and I added a white cotton base around the bottom just to give it a little extra flair and to hide the seams that I made because they were kind of ugly. I also did more touch-ups on the face off screen. I added some extra color for some added detail, and I really do think it added a little bit more to them. They're much cuter now. And I topped it all off with a layer of sealant. After gluing everything together, it's finally time for the reveal. Some finishing thoughts. I really like how the bear turned out. I think the yarn I used looks like spaghetti, which I think adds to the whimsical feel to it. The colors I chose complement each other really well. I'll never get tired of the pastel clown look. I definitely made the heads and the neck ribbons a little too long, especially compared to my reference picture, but that's okay. I'm not really upset about that. I didn't end up adding a zipper, and I don't think I ever really wanted to, but that's alright. We can all just close our eyes and pretend. All in all, this bear is definitely the new favorite of all of my children. Yay, you made it! It's the end of the video! If you liked it, you should, I don't know, probably like subscribe or something, but only like if you want to watch videos about art and OCs and crafts and like commentary videos, but only if you're into that sort of thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye! Like and subscribe.